Hello, I'm Professor Rad, and today we're going to talk about subtraction by using different colors and different shapes. So let's say that we represent positive numbers by using this teal colored square, and let's represent negative numbers by using a red circle. So when you add numbers, you take however many of each player from the teams there are, and then you cancel them out. When you subtract, then those team members switch sides. So instead of fighting against an enemy, they join an enemy, or instead of playing along with their team, they switch to the other team. So here's what that looks like. We're going to start out on this first example. We've got -4 minus -7. So you start out with the first team members. They are who they are. So in this case, we've got -4. So I'm going to draw out 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. So the first team is whoever it is. When I subtract -7, that means that this -7 is going to play for the other team. So instead of this being 7 red circles, it's going to turn into 7 teal squares. So I'm going to draw them on another line. And the reason that these 7 are playing for the opposite team is because, remember, subtraction and addition are opposites. So this is saying you're going to play for the opposite now, people following the subtraction sign. So now the two teams play a game, or they do battle, however you want to think about it. And we're left with 3 people who were on the blue square team. So we're left with a +3. Let's play a couple more rounds. So in the second example, we're starting out once again with a -4. So we're going to draw out our 4 team members, the red circles. Then we're subtracting a +7. So ordinarily, a +7 would be 7 teal squares, but we're playing for the opposite team. So instead of being 7 positive, it's going to be 7 negative. So 7 red circles. Now, there are no opposing team members, so we're going to end up with a negative number. Let's see what that number is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So -4 minus 7 is -11. All right, let's work on this last example here. I'm taking out my teal pen because we're starting out with 8 positive. So we're going to have 8 squares. Well, that's not really looking like a square, but you know the idea, right? So we've got our 8 squares, and then we're subtracting a +12. So because the 12 is positive, they would normally be squares, but we're subtracting them, so they switch teams. And now I need 12 red circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, now the game begins, or the battle ensues. A bunch of people cancel out. And it looks like we're left with 4 red circles. So the red circles are negative. So we get -4 in the end. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. Now, when we did addition, we ended up with rules for addition that were sort of a shortcut, but we could always come back to this conceptual understanding if we forgot a rule. So we're going to do the same thing for subtraction. We're going to come up with a shortcut for subtracting signed numbers. And then if we ever forget the shortcut, we can come back to the concept of a number line, money, or these shapes doing battle. So I'm looking forward to seeing you then. And in the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day.